Dear student, today I will start introduction in the environment. Plants and animals are interdependent in their food relationship. There are animals that feed on plant. Many of such animals are eaten by other animals, which in turn are eaten by some other animals. There is thus a food chain in nature. Simply we can say transfer of energy from one living organism to other living organism is called food chain. एक लिविंग ऑर्गेनिज्म दूसरे को खाता है. Why? For getting energy. दूसरा लिविंग ऑर्गेनिज्म तीसरे एनिमल को खा रहा है. यहाँ पे क्या हो रहा है? ट्रांसफर ऑफ एनर्जी. दैट इज व्हाई we can say transfer of energy from one living organism to other is called food chain. For example, grass is eaten by deer. Deer is eaten by lion. Here, grass is producer, deer is primary consumer, and lion is secondary consumer. You always remember all the food chain start from producer. Here grass is a producer. So always food chain always start from producer. Above example, it is an example of terrestrial food chain. What is the meaning of terrestrial? The living organism which live on the earth is called terrestrial. When such a chain exists between aquatic plants and animals, it makes up an aquatic food chain. एक्टिविटी है. उसके बाद आता है द मिनरल साइकिल. There is a relationship between the biotic and abiotic because previously we discussed environment is formed by the biotic and abiotic component. The abiotic substance supply nutrients to the producer, means plant. Plant takes nutrients by the abiotic component. The producer prepare food for the consumer. Both producer and consumer after their death are broken down into simple substance by decomposers. The nutrients return to soil, air and water. These nutrients are again used by the producer. The whole cycle is thus repeated continuously. The cycle of minerals through biotic and abiotic component is called mineral cycle. See in figure. Here dead plants and animals change into minerals by the help of decomposer. Decomposer कौन सा है? Bacteria and fungi are decomposer. After changing in minerals, minerals mix in soil, and after mixing in soil, green plant means producer again absorb it, and green plant taken by animals yani consumer and After some time, the green plants dead, animal also dead. So this cycle is continuously occurs in nature, and this is called mineral cycle. During the process of respiration, both plants and animals take in oxygen from the atmosphere and give out carbon dioxide back in the atmosphere. Respiration process में हम क्या देख रहे हैं? Taking oxygen. So all the living organisms take in oxygen, either plants or animals, and this oxygen comes in the atmosphere or taken by living organism and give out carbon dioxide back into the atmosphere. Carbon dioxide also gets added to the atmosphere when burning of wood, coal and petrol take place. This increases the level of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere. The plant use up carbon dioxide and give out oxygen during the process of photosynthesis. Thus, a balance is maintained between the amount of oxygen and carbon dioxide in the atmosphere. How? How the amount of carbon dioxide and oxygen are maintained in atmosphere? So by two processes, respiration and photosynthesis, the carbon dioxide and oxygen maintain in atmosphere. We thus realize that in our environment, its living and non-living components keeps on interacting with one another. This makes our environment a dynamic system. Here, in this picture, the carbon dioxide liberated by respiration as well as burning or combustion in atmosphere. This carbon dioxide used by plants in process of photosynthesis, and in photosynthesis oxygen is given out. Oxygen used by living organisms, either plants or animals, in respiration process, and in respiration process carbon dioxide is given out.